Hello students, in today's class we are going to discuss question answer of the first unit, that is an uncomfortable bed. So without any delay, let's begin the class. Here the very first question says that my friends were fond of practical joke. I do not care to know people who are not. So on the basis of that, for this question you can please take out a book, page number 4. Here it is given. So on the basis of this statement, there are two questions, A and B. Question A and B. So question 1 is talking about, from the second sentence, what do you think the speaker valued in his friends? So from the second sentence, what do you think the speaker valued in his friends? So on the basis of this question, we will see the answer when we read the chapter. We will get that the speaker, you see that in the second sentence tells us that the speaker valued a sense of humor of his friends. Okay, so question is asking, from the second sentence, okay, second sentence is that I do not care to know the people who are not. So on the basis of this, you can say that the second sentence, which tells us that the speaker valued a sense of humor in his friend. That is why he was very scared of the to be the victim of the joke. Question number B. Can you find any evidence in the text that support the first sentence? The first sentence is what? Is this? See, that my friend were fond of practical joke. So you have to tell this one. Evidence. So he says that the only evidence that we can find in the text for the first sentence is the way is just wait is the way the speaker's friend laughed when they found out what had happened, and we do not see them actually playing any practical joke. Okay, so says that can you find any evidence in the text that supports the first question? Says no, the first question is talking about that. First question is that my friends were the fond of practical joke. How can you say that? What is the evidence of this statement? So the only statement is that we can see that the way the speaker's friend laughed, and then only we found they means on a small thing they always love the exaggeration fashion, and then the way of their laughing that tells us the evidence of that they are the fond of practical joke. Okay, and after that we do not see them actually playing any practical joke on the speaker. Actually that was the case of the speaker. He was scaring that he may be a victim of their joke. Clear? Now question number 2. What at once made me rather suspicious? Sorry, it is which at once made me rather suspicious. Number A, that is another statement, and on the basis of that there are two questions, A and B. So A says, which other words in the text tell you how the speaker was feeling and acting? So paragraph number 6 to 12 you will find that. So here the words like watchful, restless, distrustfully, carefully and cautiously. These paragraphs can tell us that the speaker was feeling and acting for these things. Another sentence says, add one more word of your own to describe his state of mind. So when we read the character of the speaker, we find that he is nervous and he is apprehensive. So any word you can write to that can be nervous or apprehensive. Question number 3. Again one statement. Look out, old ferret. They have something in store for you. They have something in store for you. And on the basis of this statement, there are two questions. Okay, the same. Just let me check in the book. Okay, there are two questions. First is, another meaning of ferret, to find something by searching carefully. Why do you think the speaker called himself a ferret? says another meaning of ferret is to find something by searching carefully. Okay, just see that the meaning of ferret, that the second meaning of ferret is that to find something by searching carefully. So why do you think the speaker called himself a ferret? Okay, so he have, he called him a ferret according to the situation what he has in the story. So we will see that the speaker here calls himself a ferret because he was trying to find out what kind of prank his friends could play on him. Actually, he was searching the way, the thing, the guess, so that he could not be the victim of their jokes, as well as he was searching the situation, find out find out the way where he could not give any chance to them, so that he could be the victim of their joke. Okay, just wait. It's clearly mentioned, student, that it's another meaning is what to searching carefully, something searching carefully. So when we have the character of the speaker, we will find that the how clearly examined was done by him in the room, the walls, the hanging, the shutters and all, so he was also searching something. That is why he was referring himself a ferret. Clear? Just wait. Okay, so we were there, and after that asking that why do you think the speaker called himself a ferret? So here the another meaning of ferret is clear to you, that searching something, as the same we find in the character of our speaker. Then he told that why he referred himself a ferret. So see, he was trying to ferret out the truth. Okay, he was trying to ferret out the truth, the situation, what he was guessing that maybe that he will be the victim of their joke. So what types of situation, what types of creation done by their friends, so he was searching that the truth he wanted to search out. And then he was also acting a bit like a ferret. Okay, he just involved in the condition, he tried to involve to find out the real truth. So he was involving in their condition. Okay, so like a ferret who hunting for clues and trying to catch his friend. Okay, try to know the exactly situation, the fact done by his friend. So that is why he referred ferret to himself. Clear? On the basis of third question number B is here. What did he think? What did he think his friends had in store for him? What did he think his friend had in store for him? So here, the speaker thought that his friend had set some kind of trap for him or set him up for a practical joke. So two things can be mentioned here. So what did he think? So he thought that they had set some kind of trap for him or to set him up for a practical joke. That is easy question. Question number 4. Once inside his room, how did the speaker move and act, and why? So inside the room, what had happened, we'll see here. That once inside his room, the speaker shut the door. First of all, he shut the door and then remained standing for a while. He remained standing there without moving a single step. So very beginning, the sight of the entering into the room of the speaker, we find that he did not take any step. Okay, without taking any single step, he remained stand there, and then he looked around at the walls, the furnitures, the ceilings, the hangings, and the floor. These things were examined by the speaker first, and then he thought that his candles may go out, so he lighted all the candles in the room, and then he moved Okay, first of all he did these things, and then he moved with short steps. He moved with short steps, carefully examining the room, and then inspected every article one after the other. Okay, it means by seeing this activity we could say that how he was examining the truth that he guessed. Okay, and after that, why answer why said that he was convinced that his friend had laid a trap for him inside the room, that he was being careful and trying to check everything. He was convinced to do. Why? Because the behavior of their friend was something looking awkward to the speaker. Question 5. Why did the speaker close the shutters and draw the curtains? Paragraph 11. What happened as a result of this? What else did he do in paragraph 14 that helped to bring about the outcome? So, the speaker first of all closed the shutters and drew the curtains so that no trick could be played on him through the window. So he saved himself by closing the windows from the outside, and as a result of that, no light could come into the room from outside. And in paragraph 14, he made his bed in the middle of the room on the floor and extinguished all the candles, since the room was now completely dark. And when the valet, okay, valet is a person who employed to look after a man's personal items and tasks. So when the valet came in, he could not see the bed on the floor and he tripped over it on the bed. So that what happened. So question number 1 to 5 we have discussed here in this video. In the next video we will discuss question number 6, 7 and 8. So students, till that time, thank you so much.